That raging fire at the New Providence landfill, which left scores of residents in Jubilee Gardens displaced, has now been contained, though crews from a number of agencies remain on site.
The Environment Minister gave an update to our LaDawn Davis at the landfill this afternoon.
It's been more than 48 hours now since a fire was set ablaze here at the New Providence landfill, and as you can see behind me, crews are working around the clock to remove debris. Now, we spoke to the Minister of Environment, the Honorable Kenred Dorset, who says the fire did not start here at the New Providence landfill, and gave us an update on the work being carried out.
But here at the landfill, we have been able to contain most of the areas that have been subjected to fire. You can see the equipment behind me. There's another team working to the left of me in the distance, containing another area, and there's a team that you cannot see working on a new tipping floor so that we could begin bringing in residential waste as of tomorrow. Construction and demolition waste will not be permitted in the landfill yet. Because the area that needs to go is the area that is under fire. So last night we worked until about midnight, resumed our activities at 6:30 a.m. this morning. We intend to have some additional equipment out here, so we'll probably go on till about 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Once we are able to get the requisite lights to enable us to work continuously through the night.
Now on Sunday, ZNS News spoke to a few residents in Jubilee Gardens who told us that they had a few concerns about the fact that a housing subdivision was built next to a landfill. Minister of Environment, the Honorable Kenred Dorset, also responded to those concerns.
When we came to office in 2012, that buffer had been compromised in terms of the footprint of the landfill being expanded beyond where it should have been. And so one of the things that we did, particularly when we engaged Renew, was reduce the footprint of the landfill to try to push back and reclaim some of the buffer areas that's absolutely required to keep those areas safe. But Jubilee Gardens also happens to be surrounded by a coppice forest.
The Environment Minister says the government is now looking at several groups to take over the responsibility of the New Providence landfill.
Level of discussion with two groups. One of the groups is the Bahamian Consortium, who we've really been in discussions with for the last 9 months about a solution for the operational side of the landfill. When it comes to remediation, we know what needs to be done, and we've engaged international and local engineers and consultants to complete that remediation plan.
Are you able to say why Renew Bahamas left? Or?
Well, I think Renew said it for themselves, that when they took over the landfill under our pilot, they advanced a business, because it was at no cost to the Bahamian people, and they advanced a business model where they thought that they could sustain it off of recycled revenues. And the revenues simply were not there for them to sustain operations.
LaDawn Davis, ZNS Network News.